Hey guys, welcome to week 5 of the Scott County Public Library's summer reading program for the school age group. And today we are talking about... That's right, and sticking with this year's theme of storytelling and fairy tales, we will be determining which mythological creature is in fact the best, the dragon or the unicorn. Alright, so up first we have science. We are going to make a foaming dragon experiment. You will need a wide mouth bottle, baking soda, vinegar, liquid dish soap, and food coloring. I also added some foam pieces to give my bottle the look of a dragon. He's got arms and legs and ears, a tail, and some googly eyes, just to make him look cooler. Alright, so you're going to fill the bottle about halfway full with the vinegar. You'll add just a drop of the liquid soap and a few drops of whatever color food coloring you'd like to use. Then after you get everything mixed together, all you have to do is add a spoonful of baking soda and see what happens. Doesn't it just seem like unicorns and rainbows go hand in hand? So up next, we're going to grow our own rainbow. All you're going to need is a paper towel, some washable markers, they have to be washable, a bowl of water. All you need to do is, and if you want, you could also use a paper clip and some string. The rainbow colors, and you can follow the Roy G. Biv if you need help remembering. That's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And then dip it in the water and watch the rainbow grow. All right, next we're going to see who has the best craft. We're going to start with unicorns. We're going to make our own unicorn horn. All I used was glitter, cardstock, tape, clear glue, and a paintbrush. You just have to work with the paper until you can get it in sort of a party hat shape. Once it was in place, I just taped it together. Next, I just put some glue in a bowl and used a paintbrush to put it onto the unicorn horn. And you don't have to use clear glue. That's just what I had available, so I went with it. And once you have the horn covered, just sprinkle on some glitter. Of course, if you want, you can color yours or decorate it some other way. You don't have to use glitter. And lastly, I took some ribbon and taped it into the inside so that you could tie it on if you wanted to. And now anybody can be a unicorn if they want. All right, for our dragon craft, we made dragon eyes. All you need is some of the little glass jewels that they sell at the Dollar Tree, some Sharpies or permanent markers. I also added some Mod Podge and some rubbing alcohol to do a little extra decoration. So on the flat side of the glass, you want to draw your dragon eye with your permanent marker. You can design it any way that you want. And if you wanted to, that's really all you have to do this craft. But I added an extra step. I covered the first part of my drawing with Mod Podge to seal it in. Once the Mod Podge was dry, I went back over the back of the eye with the permanent markers. I just made some different swirly colors. So next, I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and drip it in very tiny drops onto the back of the permanent marker that I just added. And the cool thing about rubbing alcohol and magic marker is that when they mix together, it kind of makes a sort of a tie-dyed effect. But if you put too much rubbing alcohol on, you will wash the entire thing off. Once everything was dry, I added an extra layer of Mod Podge just to protect the picture, but you certainly don't have to do that. But basically you can decorate them any way that you want to. I made one more where I used glitter and skipped the rubbing alcohol, but it's just whatever you want to do as long as you make it look like an eyeball. And I guess technically, if you wanted to, you could make unicorn eyeballs. Okay, so I guess this isn't really a challenge. This is just a list of different books that are available in the Evergreen system and at the Scott County Public Library about unicorns and dragons. Alright, so now I have a bonus craft, and I will try and be quick about this. But ultimately, this craft was the original idea for this program. When I first saw the acrylic pour examples that you can find online, I thought that they looked like either the smoke from a fire-breathing dragon or the sparkly rainbows from a rainbow-spitting unicorn. So to make mine, I used just regular acrylic paint like you find on the shelf at Walmart. I used school glue if you're going to use glue, they recommend that you use the Elmer's Glue All brand, but I had school glue and it seemed to work just fine. So for every amount of paint that you put in, you want to put an equal amount of glue. I think I used like 3 spoonfuls of each, 3 to 4, and then just a tiny bit of water to make it a little bit more runny. So once you have your paint colors mixed, you're gonna pour them into a cup together. You don't stir it up, you just dump them on top of each other. Then you place it face down on top of your canvas and then just sort of move it back and forth and side to side until you get it the way that you want it. It is quite messy, but they do look really cool when you're done. There are a couple different things you can also do to sort of change the way that it's going to turn out. After this one was the way that I wanted it, I added a couple drops of rubbing alcohol. It's supposed to make circles. It didn't show up as well on this one as it did on the pink one. You can also cause effects in the paint by adding something like WD-40 directly to the paint. I only put in a few drops into each color. I hear that you can use baby oil or even like the kind of oil that you might put on your hair, but you just have to experiment and see what works best for you. If you want to move the paint around, you can also use like a straw and blow the paint. It will help reveal the color that's underneath. I've seen them use hair dryers, which would be super cool, but super messy. And once you're done, just let it lay flat to dry. I think mine took about 8 hours to dry. Alright, so that's basically just my opinion. I like dragons. We managed to squeeze a lot into this video this week, so I won't be having any extras or handouts that you can print out or pick up at the library. If you do any of the crafts or projects, send an email to me at the email listed here on the screen, and I'll enter you into a chance to win a $10 gift card from Walmart. Or if you would like to share with me why you think I'm wrong and unicorns are cooler than dragons, or if you want to tell me why you agree that dragons rule, just send me an email and I will also put you in the drawing for the Walmart gift card.